PS4. Now I haven't played for a few days, so I forget my exact objective where I left off, so that's why I didn't title what is really happening on the fourth round. Okay. Okay. Ooh.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
There you go, buddy.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey, though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought, after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Easy, shaking off old habits. We need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw.
If you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Alright. Vanish range, yeah. Okay. Okay, so we could get Ground Fang, that's no problem. So we just need a Windswept Mane, 2 of them. Or hard spherical shell, okay. Ooh. Oh, darn. Oh, okay. Nice. Alright.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed. especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Let's see.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way.
Alright.
We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?
Don't read the rest, but let's see what the other dialogue wanted to be.
Want something to munch on, Hoodle?
Oh. Looks like we have to do something.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Maybe.
I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine.
Alright.
I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
Alright. Ooh.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Alright. Oh, hello. See if I remember that.
This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist. I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Flying freeze! Why can't they just sit still?
Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
You're mine!
Raging Cascade! Radiant Pierce! Dance in the
Severing
wind!
wind!
And again!
Take this! You're finished! Win!
They've got me in their sights.
Lightning Condemn!
It's over!
No, it's you!
Take this!
Pierce!
Win!
Radiant Blood Pierce!
You're mine!
Wind
It's over!
Pierce! Dance in the wind! I'm out of ammo! Back in Sweet World! Magna Ray! Get on in there with the others! He's dead! Magna Ray!
Kisara!
Goodbye.
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclops!
A comfortable win.
Nice. Hello, groupies. Cinema? Is this one of those dodge ones? Sure.
All right.
Yep.
There's nowhere to run from my heart.
When he slows down, that's our chance!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
You're finished!
Annihilation!
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
In a bind?
Prepare to be seen! You're mine! I'm on it!
Dance in the wind!
I'll finish you here and now!
Lightning condense!
I'm on it! Take this!
Pierce! Eat this! Raging cascade!
Take this!
Field!
You're mine!
Let's get you off
It's
the
over!
weapon! Coward hurricane! I'm all stuffed up! Annihilation! Fist! When it is high! Annihilation!
I'm not done!
Raging storm! Annihilation! Long flight!
I'm on it! No further!
Thunder field!
Strike!
Move
You're
in the
mine!
wind!
Now or never.
You're finished!
Get on in there with the arrow!
You're mine!
Raging cascade!
Summering wind!
Coward hurricane! Let's get you all tucked away!
You're finished!
Here's the flame! Reload! Dance in the wind! Here I go! Into the shadows! Oh, that's extra raging cascade! Annihilation!
You're mine!
Radiant pierce!
First strike!
Sight! Thunder field! I'm only getting serious raging cascade! Eat this! I'm out of
No further!
Mega ray! Lightning!
Take this!
Eat this! Searing flame! Guiding supernova! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! I'm on it!
Do it! Chill!
Goodbye.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Alright.
I sense a strange power from this.
The astral energy is surging around me.
How do you even know about all that astrally stuff?
Same way I know what you do in the middle of the night.
What? Are you serious?
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad...
This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist.
They got me flanked!
Here I go. You're mine. Airborne beast. My specialty. Arch shield.
Mirage! We got flyers!
I've got it. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours!
Magic is radiant. Here. Eat blade. Gravitas field.
Severing wing! You're mine! You're finished!
Watch it!
Here I come! It's over! This one's all mine!
Will this help?
Demon Fang!
I'm on it!
You're mine! It's over!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Blue escape! Here I come! It's over! Take this! It's over! You're mine! You're finished! Take it! Take it!
I'm on it!
You're mine! Look!
Goodbye.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice one, Outfit.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
Alright.
Looks like trouble with a capital T.
Together, we've got this! Take this! You're finished!
Steering blade. Reload.
You're mine!
Duel the arm. First aid. Go get him. Annihilation.
You're mine!
Leave the enemy's arms to me.
Here I come!
No complaints here.
Take this!
Back into the thunder field.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and tumbling to me.
Lightning. Downfall.
It's over!
Steel force. First strike.
You're mine!
Annihilation.
Eat this!
First aid.
Here I go!
Lunar corruption. Lunar blast. Lightning orb.
Dueling!
Goodbye.
In an instant! Impact block!
Sighted.
I'm on it.
I'm only getting lightning.
Blue escape!
Shining supernova. Here.
That's fun.
Dance in the wind.
Here I come!
Sleep now.
Here
I'll be making this one.
I come!
Let's go.
See what happens if you cross me. Shouldn't have done that.
Here I come!
Goodbye.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off! You're mine! It's over!
Do you require a hand?
First strike! You're mine! It's a river!
Goodbye.
Astral energy.
Say no more!
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
Nice.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking.
Okay.
California. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Lightning raging cascade! They're surrounding us! Lightning control! Thunderblade!
Here I come! It's over!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right. Here I come!
Nice.
It's over!
Alright, it's showtime!
Take this!
Dance in the
It's
wind!
over!
Sleep now. This'll come in handy.
No escape!
Wind Astral Energy! More with action!
Here I come! It's over!
Eat this!
You're mine!
Lightning Orb!
You're finished!
Lightning Condemned!
What a clean house.
Let me take the rest of them!
Well, someone's feeling lively.
You're mine!
Eat this! Mega Ray!
Storm!
Talon Hurricane! Searing Flame! Reload! Here's
Take this!
to the
Eat
flame!
this! You're done!
Talon Hurricane!
Eat here I come!
That's enough!
You're finished!
Raging Storm!
You're mine!
Whirlwind!
It's over!
Hurricane!
I wish I could throw like you, Law.
You wish to learn my secrets, young Elfin?
Yes, Doctor. Please, teach me the art of
You want Grandmaster Kisara for that?
Alright.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Uh-oh.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing. Here, let me help.
First aid! Raging Cascade!
You're finished!
Sleep! Radiant Pierce! One more!
I'm on it!
Light Astral Energy!
You're mine!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Talon Hurricane!
You're mine!
All
You're
right,
finished!
it's showtime!
You're mine! It's over!
It's Raging Cascade! Healing Circle!
Here I come! It's over!
More stop!
Here I come! You're finished!
Air
Take this! It's over!
Photon Healing Circle in the wind! Seal!
In a bind?
Get out of there!
Here I come!
It's over! Downfall!
It must take guts to fight without a weapon.
I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
Still, it's a part of you. Embrace it.
Here I come!
I'm all stuffed up!
Take this!
Downfall! Lightning Hurricane! Dance in the wind!
No escape!
Seal! Healing Circle!
I owe you one.
Downfall! Storm! Searing Flame!
Here I come! It's over! No, you can't!
I'm all Raging Storm! Annihilation!
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of them.
Wow, someone's feeling lively.
There! Gravitas Field! Light Action!
Take it!
Searing Flame! Air
You're
Thrust!
finished! Try harder!
Light Astral Energy! Mega Ray!
Take this! It's over!
I'll run you through.
Now! Lightning!
Goodbye.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Ray.
Nice.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't. Don't worry. I've got your back. Hey, new equipment!
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Looks like trouble with capital T!
Together, we've got this!
Photon Blast! Raging Cascade!
You're mine! Take this!
Eat this!
Towering Hurricane! Take this!
I'm only getting
It's
started.
over! I'm on it!
Gravitas Field! Raging Cascade!
Here I go!
Sleep now.
You're mine!
I'll be saving everyone. Lunar Corruption!
You're finished!
Lunar Blast!
Prepare to be seen! It's over!
Radiant here!
Here I come!
Eat this!
Towering Hurricane!
Moon Field!
Here I come!
Back into the
You're
fray!
done! Take this! You're finished!
Will this
Right.
help? Thunder Field!
You're mine!
Hurricane!
You're
Okay.
done! Here I go!
Spray!
Take this!
Lunar
I'm on it!
Corruption! Lunar Blast!
Take this! It's over!
Radiant Storm! Swallow's Flight!
Eat this!
Dance in the Wind! Air Thrust! Photon Blast! Lightning Contraction!
I'm on it!
Thunder Blade!
Alright.
Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
No, I wasn't!
What's this thing?
Race.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Force in display!
Eat this! Okay, here I go! Mirage!
Steering
Here I come!
Reload!
You're finished!
Here goes Lightning Condemned!
From one, come all!
Radiant Spear! I'm out of ammo! I'm all stuffed up! Dance in the Wind!
Here I come!
Annihilation!
You're finished!
Mega Ray!
I'm on it!
This'll come in
Talon
handy!
Hurricane! Wind! Mirage!
Steering Flame!
Demon Fang!
Radiant Flame!
Rising Wyvern!
Reload!
Beat to it.
Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself.
Oh, like hell?
Goodbye.
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done! I'm all stuffed
You're
up!
mine! Coming it's over!
Annihilate! Light Acid Raging Cascade!
You're mine!
See ya.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
The heavens must be smiling.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Mega Ray!
Take this! You're finished!
Lightning Raging Cascade! Here!
Take this! It's over!
Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Take this!
Mega Ray!
I'm like bait to them.
Dance in the Wind!
Take it!
Air Thrust!
It's over!
Photon Blast! Lightning Condemned!
Here I come!
I'm out of ammo!
You're finished!
Back into the fray!
I'm on it! You're finished!
Dance in the
You're
Wind!
done! You're done!
Radiant here!
That freaking does it!
Radiant
Here I come! You're
Raging
finished!
Storm!
Can't get out of this!
Annihilation! Watson's weak!
Here I come! Not a chance!
Annihilation!
You're finished!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
I'm on! Here I come!
Radiant
Talon
blood!
Hurricane!
Searing flame! Reload! Do it!
First strike! You're done!
Got him.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. Served as some kind of shrine.
It's in my seat.
So still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
Just you.
Don't get careless!
Don't tell me! Hey, when did I get so popular?
Lunar eruption! I'm on fire! Annihilation! Ray! Lightning! Death blow!
You're mine!
Wind astral energy! Corruption! I'm all stuffed up! Annihilation! Raging storm! Reload!
Take this!
Raging cascade! Radiant pierce! War for the stop! Radiant pierce! Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Mega ray! Astral energy! Mega ray! Spray! Stand
Take this!
Sleep now!
It's over!
Radiant pierce away!
You're mine!
The group!
Lightning condemned! Thunder ray! I can do this all day! Lightning! Downfall! I'm out of ammo! Astral energy!
Talon Hurricane!
Watson's weak! Eat this! Radiant pierce! Flawless flight! Radiant pierce!
Take this!
I'm reaching my limit, you guys.
Damn. Guess we better be extra careful.
Cap. Okay, let's see.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Eat this! Solar flash! Raging cascade!
No further!
Fresh! Dance in the wind!
Strike!
In here! This'll come in handy!
Here I come!
Blah blah blah, that's
I'm surrounded!
We're gonna eat her and I'll be right. Come on.